I mean, I went on an international vacation.
Yes.
And I had a lot of things to talk about. And there were still things that I forgot to mention. Because that last week's episode could have been 3 hours long of me yap, 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 yap.
Yeah.
Yap.
Yeah. So where we're at right now is one would think that after 3 weeks, has anything happened to Mike?
Right.
Nah.
I mean, I assumed
Few
that
things here and there.
Something.
I tell you
You
something.
didn't go to Kroger at all?
Something.
You didn't get any donuts?
They were out of my Jordan almonds, but we'll talk about that later.
There's going to be hell to pay.
I did start listening because we got a bunch of downloads of our older episodes, and Bess is their biggest champion of the older episodes. So I thought I'll go back. Oh, excuse me. I'll go back and please edit that out. I'll go back and I'll listen to some of the older episodes, right?
Right.
Jesus. But there's some really good stories back there.
I went back and listened to episode 24.
Oh.
Okay, that was the You Look Like You Own a Tractor. That was the first episode that we had the 2 mic system, which I consider our first real episode of the podcast. And you told a story about how you went playing at a playground with Charlie, and you're playing hide and seek, and you're the only ones there. And so Charlie is on the playground, and you're hiding behind some bushes, and these ladies come up, and they see this guy watching this child, and I'm like, holy crap, this was hilarious.
Yeah, there's some good stories.
Yeah, but I'm going to say this right now. That episode was 1 hour and 10 minutes long, and it could have easily been 45 minutes long.
Yeah. And some of the best stories are in the first episodes because I was telling, Charlie's getting huge into Star Wars right now. I'm reading the Star Wars books, by the way. I have some stuff to say about this.
Right.
And I said, there's a really good story about when Dad accidentally saw the Phantom Menace in the theater, and I wasn't supposed to.
That's right. Well,
and
you didn't accidentally.
I bought the ticket. Well, yeah, they
lied your way into it.
Yeah, and Darth Vader got mad, and there was a drunk Yoda, and that was a funny story.
It was a funny story,
but I don't want to go back and listen to it because I'm like, that's back when I was like, is the microphone on?
Should we? You know what we ought to do? Go through. Me and you will go through those older episodes that were not recorded on the 2 microphone system, and we will retell these stories.
Okay,
maybe we should do that.
I think we should.
Yeah,
because there's many on there that we.
Yeah. In the meantime, go back if you want and listen to episode 24. You Look Like You Own a Tractor. Pretty good episode. The story of you at the playground with Charlie. I had a tear in my eye. It was funny, funny.
My watch keeps trying to record us.
Okay. You don't see, these are things that you don't have to say out loud. This is just shit that I edit out of the podcast. All you have to do is
you get worried when we have like Obama or somebody that we're talking to, and then I suddenly start like futzing around with something off to the side.
Well, we don't.
You're like, what the hell are we?
We don't have a guest.
They don't know that.
I know. We don't have a guest. Just trying to keep you on.
Yeah, I guess if you were looking for a guest podcast, looks elsewhere.
I'm just trying to keep you on track.
I don't even know where my phone is. It's trying to.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'll wait.
Trying to. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to put it over here.
Okay.
And I'm not going to touch it.
Okay.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
How you been?
Hey! Andrew's going to school tomorrow.
Right.
Tomorrow.
Right.
In 12 hours, we'll be getting up to take him to his college.
Right.
And leave him there.
Right.
By himself. Well, with other people. There's other students. It's not like he's the only one that enrolled. That would be
weird. Good luck.
Yeah.
This is so wild because my son is older than your son, like by 4 years. And Jacob just now has moved into the fraternity house at the University of Cincinnati. So I find it wild how our lives mirror each other. Your Kia goes to hell. My Kia goes to hell. Your son goes to college. My son goes to college. So, I mean, it's like Jacob moved out. He's been out of the house now for a little over a week. And we were talking about this before we started the show and you're going to notice this.
Yeah.
But okay, when you're at the house and everybody in the house is asleep, the house is quiet.
Yeah.
But if you're in the house by yourself, the house is a different kind of quiet.
Yeah.
And it is so weird. And that's how my house is without Jacob living there.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. But anyway, good luck to Andrew.
Yeah. He's excited. We're excited. I mean, he's going to the same place that me and Bess went to, the Ohio U's, the home of the Bobcats, or the Attack Cats, as they call them now.
Right.
Who farted.
Nothing strikes fear in the hearts of man than a bobcat.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Yeah.
So we're excited. We're taking him there, and then we're going on to the glops.
Right.
I mean, people always. So in next episode, guess what we're going to be talking about? The glops. What happened at the glops?
Yeah.
And this year the theme is funk.
Oh.
So Mikey's got an orange swirly shirt.
Bring your bass.
Big old rose sunglasses.
Nice.
And a big gold chain. That's all supposed to be delivered in the next hour.
That's awesome.
So
I hope you guys have so much fun. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the show, I mentioned that last week there were several things that I wanted to talk about that I completely forgot to talk about. There was one thing that I was jacked about. I wanted to talk about this so much. And I was like telling Libby on the cruise, I can't wait to tell Mike this story. Right. And what did I do? I completely washed right over it, and I did not tell you this. So over the past couple of years, I have put on some weight. Okay. I'm not dumb. I realize this. I have a scale. I have mirrors in my house. And I've also noticed, like the shirt that I'm wearing to record this podcast.
You have helpful people that you know and see you. And they offer advice like,
hey, you might want to put down that cookie.
Yes.
Yeah. So
maybe some reinforcement in your house's structure is in order.
That's maybe.
Perhaps a larger toilet seat would be helpful.
Now, come on.
I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying these are all helpful. I'm dealing with the same stuff.
Right. Well,
I'm having trouble retching around my butt, but that's a whole other thing.
I stress eat. I stress eat. And it's something, and I'm honest, God, I'm working on it. I really am. I'm making a valid effort. I'm working on it. Well, while we were on the cruise, I had a realization. Okay. So I'd mentioned, I've got the mirror, I've got the scale. Some of my shirts fit a little snugger than they usually do. The one that I'm wearing right now, I bought before the cruise. It looks like a festive, it's a floral shirt, perfect for wearing on a tropical cruise, right? And I was at Kohl's and I tried it on. I'm like, this fits nice and loose.
Yeah.
This is great. And I'm not that big. Well, it's a double X. I didn't realize it's a double X.
Okay.
I'm like, well, crap. And I said, I'm not buying any more shirts that are double X. I'm just not, because I only have 2 or 3 shirts that are double X. I'm not doing it anymore. Anyway, so we're at the cruise and we are dancing. There's the
shaking a leg.
We're dancing. There's the silent disco where everyone has the headphones on. And I was like, I could not wait to tell Mike the story, and I completely forgot. So we're dancing, having a great time. The Macarena comes on. Okay. Now, I can Macarena like a mother scratcher. Okay. Back in the day, you couldn't stop me from doing the Macarena. You could shoot me and I would be dead, and I would still be standing there doing the Macarena. I loved doing the Macarena back in the day. And here's when I come to the realization.
You know what I like to eat when I'm doing the Macarena?
What's that?
It's cheese.
Cheese. Macarena and cheese.
Huh?
I get that.
Huh?
I get that.
I'm back, baby. Year 7. Here we go. Strap in.
So out there doing the Macarena. Now, the Macarena, you put your right hand out and then your left hand out with the palms down.
Yeah.
Then you put your right hand up and your left hand out with the palms up.
Yeah.
Then you put your right hand on your left elbow and then your left hand on your right elbow.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you put your right hand on your head.
Yeah.
Then you put your left hand on your head. Then
if you haven't become a Patreon
you're
member,
missing this entire tutorial.
He is acting this out entirely right now. It's worth every penny.
Then this is where the realization came across. This is when you put your right hand on your left hip.
Yeah.
And your right hand on your left hip, your left hand on your right hip.
Yeah.
I'm doing that. And I'm like, holy shit, I can't touch my hips. When I cross over my stomach, And then I'm like, I'm too fat to Macarena.
Oh
my God.
Yeah.
I have gotten so fat that I can't cross and touch both of my hips. That's when I'm like, this needs to stop.
Yeah.
When you're too fat to Macarena, or too fat to Macarena, that's when you got to put down the Little Debbie Swiss cakes.
If I may,
yeah.
The title of this episode is Too Fat to Macarena.
That was going to be the title of last week's. But I forgot to tell you this story. And I drove home, and Libby's like, what'd Mike think of the Macarena story? And I'm like, the Macarena story. Right? Because I'm 56, and I've told you time and time again that I worry about my memory because I forget people's names. Yeah. I forget details of stories. Every day I mess with my Rubik's Cube at work. I sit there and I've got the 3x3, the 4x4, the 5x5, and I do them, at least one of them once a day. Yeah. And then when I gets to the point where I don't remember how to do it, then, take daddy down to the hospital. Yeah. So anyway, I forgot to tell the story last week, but I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Cameron starts vacation. No.
Vacation?
No, not vacation. See? I'm losing my mind. Yeah. I'm losing my mind. Cameron starts college Monday. And we had to go and get him a computer. Whoa. He is going to be studying graphic design.
Like a laptop or like a desktop? One of these?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
A computer. Yeah, I wasn't prepared for a follow-up. I wasn't prepared for a follow-up. Libby did the research. We got that computer.
Did you have to get a Mac?
No.
Okay.
No.
We did.
So anyway, we go to the Micro Center. I don't know if you've ever been to Micro Center.
I've been to Micro Center many times. I've been to Micro Center a couple times in the past week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
love the Micro Center.
Yeah. Well, there's something that I learned. There's something that I discovered about Micro Center.
Yes.
About 90 to 95% of the employees at Micro Center
are Dwight Schrute.
They look like they work at Micro Center.
Yeah.
They just look like Micro Center employees.
I think there's a dress code.
Yeah, these are people who, they volunteer to come in on Valentine's Day, New Year's Eve, Super Bowl Sunday. Do you have plans? No. Yeah. No, I can come into work.
Yeah.
These are guys.
They dress like the back rooms.
They do.
They do.
They absolutely do.
Yeah.
And the only time that they request off work is when the new Lord of the Rings movie comes out.
They look like they're going to ask you if you want to have a seat on the sofa and they can bring you some warm milk. It's weird going in there. It's like,
yeah.
It's unlike anything else.
It's like none of them are engaged, but if they were to get engaged, they would get married on May 4th.
So
Star Wars Day.
Yeah. So I'm a huge computer nerd. And I felt like, because I was in there and I was looking for an HDMI cable, right?
Right. I know.
I have HDMI cables. I have so many HDMI cables. I don't know what to do with them all, but I don't have the highest compliance HDMI cables that I need. I need 2.0 or 2.1 or whatever it was.
Right.
I thought I didn't.
210, 220, whatever.
I thought
220, 221, whatever it takes.
It turns out I probably had them. I just didn't realize it. But anyway, I went to the store and I'm going around, I'm looking for the cables. I go to the cable section and I see a few of those, the hunting parties, I call them, the Micro Center employees that are roaming.
Oh, look, hey, I can help you with something.
And I felt like Nick Offerman when he's in Home Depot. I know more than you.
I know more than you.
And but I actually did have the dude, I did, one of them came up and was like, can I help you find something? And I said, here's the thing. I said, I need HDMI cables that are at least 2.0 compliant. And I know that it says that on the cable, but I'm old. I'm a boomer. I said, I'm a boomer and I can't read that. Which of these is 2.0 and higher? And he said, oh, the ones with the 8K and this. And then I like stopped him. I was like, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
You said 8K. I can see 8K. Because here's the thing. The Micro Center employees are trained. They're like SWAT team members. They're trained to deal with the dumbest among us.
Right.
They're trained to deal with people that walk in saying, yo, got an iPod? And then figure out what they need and put them in the right direction, right?
Yes.
When someone of my caliber comes in,
right,
who knows enough to be dangerous, but not enough to not be an idiot. It's a little niche that
you fall into yes.
right there.
Yes.
So I know kind of what I want. I know the flavor of the cake. I just don't know where in the bakery it is.
Okay.
And once they gesture to the correct location, off of me, hop along, because I don't need you explaining the difference between 4K and 8K. I don't need you asking me if I'm sure. I don't need DisplayPort. I don't need any of that shit. I just answer the question that I said. And when you start talking, when I get to that point where I'm like the dog whisperer and I go,
yeah, yep.
You stop talking and then you cruise on over to the next jackass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Hop along.
It's been a good run. This watch will not stop talking to me. You continue.
Oh no, you're easily distracted, so I'm not going to waste a story on someone who's staring deeply.
I can't get it to.
Why don't you just throw it where you can't hear
it? The thing is, it's doing things.
Okay.
So right now it's recording us. It's being AI and it's searching for what we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
And it's whatever's causing it to do that is some kind of activation. Let me go deal with this. I'm going to pour some water over it or something.
Okay.
Give me just a moment.
Can you squeeze?
This is a great episode.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll just answer emails while you go upstairs.
Thank you.
Mike's upstairs doing something with his phone. Super freak, she's super freaking. Super freak. She's a very kinky girl. The kind you don't take home to mother. And she'll never let your spirits down. Hey, you get her on the straight. She likes the boys in the band. The girl's a super freak. Super freak. Super freak. She's super freaking.
It's my watch.
Super freak. Super freak.
It's my favorite watch that I've ever had, and it's dead.
It died?
It's died. It's unusable. It's
It's
locked in.
Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. We're gonna have a moment of silence for Mike's watch. You know, you still do that a lot.
What's that?
And I'll be in the middle of a sentence.
I can't. I can't help it. Let's see here.
We're back.
Yes.
I got a text from my mom while you were upstairs.
Okay.
This is a courtesy call. Mom said, I got this message today. This is a courtesy call from Monkey Waste and Recycling regarding your account. What the hell is Monkey Waste and Recycling?
For all your monkey waste and recycling needs. Have you recycled your monkey lately?
Well, you got to recycle your monkey waste.
Yeah.
I don't even begin to know how to explain that or to help her with that problem. So, all right, what were we talking about?
So, you were talking about your Macarena.
Oh, I already told that story.
Yeah.
I was all the way.
Oh, Micro Center. We were on the Micro Center employees, and we beat that topic to death.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Hey, asshole. Is that
Okay.
Hey, asshole?
While we were at UC, we drove down to UC to go to the bookstore, thinking that we could get something that Cameron needed for school at the UC bookstore.
Yeah.
And as I'm walking down the hall, there's this guy with his son, and his son walks in front of this girl and grabs the door and opens it and like walks right in front of her. And his dad said, "Hey, asshole. You just walked in front of this nice lady." And then the dad looks at me and goes, "I got to teach him some manners."
Oh, he called his own kid an asshole.
Called his own kid an asshole.
I mean, hey.
And it wasn't even, would you stop being an asshole? It was, hey, asshole.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Was the kid trying to be nice and open the door for
kid? No, the kid was in the zone.
Oh,
just walking.
Oh, so he was
unaware of now
being an asshole.
Did he like, hey, there's a girl, I'm gonna get in front of her and open the door and say screw her and fuck chivalry? No.
Okay.
But he was just in the zone, walking, not paying attention to anything. And I was like, I thought this is a situation as a parent where I thought these two could find a place in the middle to meet.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, the kid could pay more attention, but the dad didn't need to go, hey asshole.
Yeah, it's, there's a spectrum of behaviors.
There is.
You could from one side to the other.
Yeah.
Speaking of spectrums, is your Facebook algorithm jacked up right now?
How so?
It is recommending stuff that it should not be recommending to me.
Okay.
Like politically, without getting into where I reside politically,
right?
It's recommending stuff on the far opposite end of where I'm at. Yeah. And I don't understand. So I went into the settings because I hid so many of them and I was getting pissed. Like when you say, I'm seeing this content, you could say, why don't you want to see it? You say, I'm not interested. And then you can add in, and I don't like the creator.
Also,
right?
Well, when they ask, why aren't you interested? That's not really any of your concern.
Well,
I don't want to see it because I don't want to see it. I don't need to tell you about that.
I got rid of so many of these that it came up and it said, do you want to change your settings? I was like, oh yeah. And it had on their political content and I put nay, but I thought it was odd that it was only picking one side.
Right.
The far other side.
Right.
It was recommending Yoda to Darth Vader.
Okay.
Right? Darth Vader doesn't want to read about Yoda.
No.
He wants to read about Jabba the Hutt.
He does.
And Boba Fett.
Exactly.
And that little salacious crumb thing, that thing that
and Watto. Wait a minute, no.
Well, maybe Watto is more neutral. Watto's like the Bernie Sanders of
Anakin.
Hey, what do you know? But you know what I mean?
I do.
So then I got it to stop sending political stuff. Now it's sending me again, without getting on the other topic you're never supposed to talk about, religion.
Okay.
Without saying where I am on that, it starts sending me stuff on the far reaches of either side. Nothing in the it's like way over here on Zabba Zabba Zib Zab, and way over here on Abba Babba Dibba Dab. And I'm like, dude, can you stop?
Mike is completely in yip, 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 yip. Not either of those things.
But for years, decades, the algorithm has been offering up things like, obviously YouTube, Dungeons and Dragons, video game stuff, insane, hilarious stuff like the picture, one still my favorite meme of the raccoon on the feral hog attacking the kangaroos or whatever it was. Said the raccoons are training the feral hogs to attack. It's only a matter of time. The media probably won't cover this. SpongeBob stuff. It recommended the burnt peanut, which is my favorite streamer of all time. All these wonderful things, and then it just went full blown political and religiosity on me. Just like whammo, to the point where that's all it does now. Like if one of my friends posts something, I'll see that. But then it's like, here's a religious post, here's a political post, political, religious, political. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
And you know what? I don't discuss either of those things with people who agree with me. Because there's more interesting things for me to talk about. Now, by all means, if that is your thing, if you are adamant and you're passionate about those subjects, then
have at it.
Yes, absolutely. But in my experience, I have learned that when you discuss politics, when you discuss anti whatever your views are, nobody cares. And then when you discuss pro what your views are, you're preaching to the choir. So there's, I mean, I hate saying that there's no point in doing it because, you know, you want to fight the good fight, fight the good fight. That's not what I do on my Facebook page. When I go on Facebook, I post the ha-has. Today I said that Macho Man was a better song than YMCA. And I contributed to that. I tried to start a fight, and nobody really got into that with me. So there was that. I post pictures of my kids. I tell stories about Libby doing things that Libby likes to do. Occasionally, I get on Libby's Facebook page and post stories about passing out in the backyard and waking up with a deer licking salt off your mouth. Those are the best times to be on Facebook. And when I steal Libby's phone. Those are just the best.
When the algorithm is working properly, I get things like Cookie Monster memes. I love Cookie Monster memes. They're the best.
I got one today with Harrison Ford eating the cookie with Cookie Monster.
I got that today.
Harrison Ford, 84 years old. Oh, no. I mean,
more of that. I got the one years ago. I made it my cover image for a long time of Big Bird singing with Bono. It's AI, but it's hilarious.
It's hilarious, yes. And when you keep doing stuff like that, then you get the Sesame Street Breaking Bad combos, and that's what the internet was made for.
Well, and then there was a glorious weekend where I went down the rabbit hole of the Bert and Ernie with Casino and Goodfellas.
Yes.
Where the fuck do you get off being on TV? And what are you doing on TV anyway? You know I get calls from back home every day.
I know. That's why
now go get your shine box and then stuff up because it's the best.
That's why
I'm there for. I'm there for those things, to see what my friends are up to, and to try to pawn this podcast off on some sucker listen to.
I stopped doing that. I stopped promoting this thing. No, I didn't. I posted our best of. I put the link to the best of, and nobody cares. None of my Facebook friends care that I have a podcast.
I just don't understand why this has happened.
I don't either. I don't. I don't. I'm still not over the Kia situation. I mentioned last week.
It sticks with you.
I know. I mentioned last week that we bought a Mazda, and you saw the Mazda tonight.
I did.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Cherry red.
Smells wonderful.
Oh, that car. It has a lot of pickup. Picks up a lot of chicks.
Okay.
God, that's an old joke. But
headlights work?
Yes.
Already
they do.
The windshield wipers,
better
than the Kia.
It goes forward and backwards. And the engine starts when you go to start it. And by the way, speaking of forgetting things about stories, 3 or 4 weeks ago when I mentioned that our Kia died, when I went to get Jacob, the Kia was parked in the middle of a street there in Loveland, Ohio. And it sat there for a couple hours until we got it towed. So the Kia is parked in the middle of the road, and Jacob and I are in the rental car that I had, and we're waiting on the tow truck, and some guy drives by, has his window down, and yells, hey, you can't park there. Like, really?
I mean,
really?
Thank you, Helpy Helperton.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
But so anyway, we sold the car.
Uh-huh.
I mentioned
to some sucker. Like, who bought that and why? No, sorry.
So we sold the car, and we finally got it towed from the dealership.
Yeah.
And the guy who we sold it to is waiting on us to bring him the title. Now, I was going through our files, and Libby is, if anything, she is the most organized person I have ever known. She is organized down to the T. Okay. Whenever we get something, she makes hey, we're going to put that in the something folder. And then she puts it, we have a filing cabinet upstairs.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going through the filing cabinet and I find car titles. We've got a folder for car titles. Now, in there, I find the title for our Nissan, which was totaled several years ago. I found the title for my Pontiac Vibe that we sold, or I donated that car to Goodwill many, many years ago. No longer have. There's no title for the Kia. We've got the registration for the Kia. We've got the paperwork when we bought the Kia. We've got several things saying that we had our oil changed for the Kia. There's no title for the Kia. And so I told Libby, we're just going to have to get another copy of the title. So much, my life mirrors yours. Libby called, or she went to the place to get the title for the Kia.
Yeah.
And we can't get it because that car has a lien on it.
What?
It has a lien on it. That car was paid off 4 years ago, and there's still a lien on the car. They won't release the title for it because there's a lien. So she had to call.
For how much? Like,
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, so that's one more hoop we had to jump through to get rid of this Kia.
Yeah.
So, but you'd think that, let's say you're the people who have the lien on the car. Wouldn't you think after a year you would reach out to the people, hey, you still have a lien on this car? But they didn't notify us that. No. They didn't notify that there's a 2 years or 3 years or 4 years.
Yeah. Wow.
So anyway, we are so much closer that that title should be in our grubby little hands in a couple of days. Yeah. And then we can completely be rid of the Kia.
I tell you what, for the first week that we had where the Kia was not parked in front of our house, and I'm not kidding, I would walk out of the front door on the way to work and I would stop and I would just admire the space where the Kia used to be. That's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Look, so great.
What we don't have anymore.
Look what is not here.
I wonder if that lady at the airport ever found her Kia Forte. I mean, I can tell you right now, nobody stole it.
No.
So anyway, hopefully soon we will be rid of our Kia.
So I had to take my car in for the 10,000 mile service.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think I talked about the 5,000 mile service before. When I called to set that up, I asked them, do you have like a loaner or is there a thing? Because I hate sitting and waiting for the stuff.
Right.
And even worse than that, I hate being driven to the car place to pick up your car or drop it off. I hate all of that.
Right.
And the nice lady on the other end of the phone said, well, all you're doing for the 5,000 is, all you're doing for the 5,000 mile service is a tire rotation. And those take about 20 minutes. Okay. You know what it is? There's a spider out there.
A spider?
I'm not
The
kidding.
dogs are barking at a spider.
They did this last night over it, and Bess was out there trying to figure out what it was, and it turns out it was a spider. Let me see if I can. Oh, it sounds like one of them was knocked out. Hit him with a rolling pin.
Bonk.
That's it. All right.
Now, in the cartoons, when you get hit with a rolling pin and that knob goes up, you hit it again and it goes down.
That's right.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
The
at the 5,000, it's only, they said it's only a 20-minute wait. And I said, great. I got there. They signed it in. It's California barking spiders.
The California barking spiders.
They signed it in and they said it's going to be about 90 minutes. And I said, 90. They told me on the phone that it was 20 minutes.
Yeah.
They said, well, we do our multi-point inspection.
Okay.
And I wanted to be a jerk, but I mean, at that point, what am I going to do? I wanted to say, maybe you should tell the lady on the phone that, so that she doesn't tell people it's going to be 20 minutes. So this time comes around and I plan ahead. I got a ride to the follow me to the dealership.
Yeah.
I dropped it off and they were going to call me when it was done. They called me exactly 90 minutes later. They said it's ready.
Okay.
So after work, I try to get an Uber. Every time I've ever gotten an Uber before, you push the button on the app and it's like there's 15 Uber drivers within 5 minutes of you.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, I'm in the Cincinnatis. They should be swarming. As soon as I say drive me, the earliest one that could get to me was a half hour away. I'm like, what the hell? So I have heard of another app called Lyft. It's spelled Lyft.
Lyft.
Right, but you pronounce it Lyft. I know how they work.
Right.
And it's basically, it's the same thing of Uber, except it's pink, right? That's the only difference. The app is pink.
It's pink. Okay.
So I clicked it, and it said that I was going to have a driver with a, I don't want to get into it, with a name, that was going to come to give a picture of the driver, right? And I was like, Mario, right? It said, here's Mario, and here's his picture. I said, okay. And it offered to take my picture, I guess, so that Mario could tell
know who
I am, which I think is a good system.
I agree.
So it told me Mario was like 10 minutes away. Still, whatever. I wait 10 minutes. Dude pulls up, hangs his head out the window, and says, and I quote, "You, Mike, this was not Mario." Okay. I could tell that it likely wasn't Mario from the road, but then when he pulled into the parking lot, it was very clearly not Mario. However, he was a ride to the dealership. So I said, "Are you going to the Toyota dealership?" And he said, "Yes."
Okay.
I said, "I'm Mike."
I
got in the car and I texted Bess. And I said, I'm in the car
if I don't
with a Lyft driver. I said, he looks nothing like the picture. And there's no way that his name is Mario.
Right.
Just letting you know in case I don't come home.
Gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
Once he drove, he was very nice, by the way.
Okay.
I gave him a tip. Yeah. And once he dropped me off, I texted Bess and said, I'm alive.
Yeah.
And, then I got home and when I got home, she's like, I want to hear about this Mario story. So I tell her the whole story. We get to the end of it and she says, why did you tip him? I was like, because I got him she's like, oh, no. Let's back up. I get to the end of the story and she said, so it wasn't Mario? And I was like, it absolutely wasn't Mario. And she said, well, how do you know he got paid? That maybe it was the wrong driver. Maybe you paid the wrong driver. And I said, well, I don't care. Because I'm home now. Right? That's back there. That's in the past.
Stop living in the past.
You know what? If you want to get paid, make sure your right name is in the app and your picture is correct in the app.
Yeah.
And pick up the right person. Whoever that was more than happy to bring me, and whoever Mario is more than happy to take my money.
Now,
as far as I'm concerned, transaction's done.
This is what I would have done. Did you ask? How come you're not Mario? The thing says Mario.
So
and
Mario,
your name is Limey.
Mario didn't seem too talkative.
Okay.
Even though Mario had 4,500 something successful rides. 404,000? Yeah, 4,500 successful rides.
That's a lot of rides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who am I to question is him?
You can't question experience.
He said,
that's what I've always thought.
He said, you're going to the dealership? And I said, yes. He said, going to pick up your car? And I said, yes. He said, nice weather today. And I said, it is. And then that was it. And for the next 15 minutes, we're in complete silence.
Now, where were you? And where was the dealership?
The dealership is King's Toyota. You know where that is.
I know where that is.
And I was in Blue Ash.
Okay.
It's 6 miles away, but it was like 15 minutes because 71, and it was at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know how that is.
Yeah. As I say, I was thinking I would have come get you. I would have come and got you, but not out in Blue Ash.
Yeah.
I'm not that good a friend.
So here's the thing. It also kind of cracked me up. I think I told you before, when we bought, whenever we bought a car there, they put it in the port, right? And they get excited because you're going out to the port to drive it away, right? So I told them I'm here to pick up my car.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it out the window. You know how, when you take your car to CarX, it was as far away from me as the car is when you're at CarX. It was like right by the road. Like I could walk to it in less than 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, where's the key? And they're like, oh, we'll have the valet bring it up. And I said, it's right. And the guy, he handed the key to the guy. Instead of me, he handed my key to this guy.
He brought it
that went out
10 feet
and drove it, like literally backed it from where it was parked up straight, like 10 feet. And got out and said, there you go, sir. Like nothing. Like, I appreciate it, but really?
Kind of like the people who hand you the t-shirt at the concert.
Yeah.
God. Oh, speaking of concerts, we're going to go see Rush
We're
next
going to
week.
see, well, yes, we're going to see the 50-something tour, the Rushes.
The Rushes. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I am stoked
I've
out of my
heard
mind.
a lot of really good stuff about their new bass player.
Yeah. Really slap the bass.
She can slap at the bass, is what I heard.
The bass.
Slap the bass.
She is a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping that she does something funny because here they've been like, she'll get up and take a selfie when Alex and GD are doing their thing.
Liffison.
Yeah. And then she put a mask on.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, that's funny. So I think
yeah.
it's going to be hard rock music and it's going to be some serious comedy. And I cannot wait. I'm looking so forward to that.
So one of my favorite concerts of all time was the R40 tour.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've talked about it here before. They went backwards in time. Because I had just seen them when I saw them. I had just seen the Clockwork Angels tour. We were at the same show.
Yeah.
We just didn't speak to each other.
That's
at
right.
That. We were on the. I didn't even know your name. You're just that guy. He was a kid's dad.
You knew my name.
Yeah.
But we were hanging out.
So they had the same the same stage setup as that tour, and I remember thinking, well, what the hell, you guys? It's a different tour. I thought, well, I guess the money's running a little thin in Rushland, but what they were doing was as they played,
they're from Canada, so you got to transfer.
You got it's the kilometers per kilogram.
They get paid
in kilometers. It's still one of the most amazing stage things I've seen. You're good. They get paid in kilometers. Yeah. It was still one of the more impressive stage shows I've seen where they would change the stage while they played.
Yeah.
So they played a couple songs from the tour I'd just seen, and then as they're playing the next song, they tear down the crew is tearing down the stage around them and building the stage from the 2010s. And then they go back to the 2000s and then the 90s and the 80s, 70s. It kind of goes that way.
I know how
until
numbers,
by the end of the show, they recreated a high school gym and they played Working Man, like how they started.
What I'm really looking forward to is before the show because
South Park.
This may embarrass you. No, that too.
Yeah.
But no, I am going to be just 100% Darren and say shit like, you think they're going to do Dark Side of the Moon? I heard that they don't play Stairway to Heaven on this tour.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see how far that goes.
Yeah. I'm going to say I liked this band better when it was called Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They're good.
Yeah.
Not as good as when Wakeman was with them.
That's right. That's right.
No, I remember
their first drummer was not Neil Peart.
No,
it was Keith Moon.
It was Keith Moon.
Yeah,
that's right.
It was their first drummer.
No, I remember at the Eagles concert, there was this guy, and he was in line bitching about, Randy Meisner, left the group, and he sang all their songs, And I don't know why they're still doing this set when Randy Meisner sang all the songs. Dude, Randy Meisner sang one song from the Eagles. But I don't know if he was doing that intentionally. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that.
Oh, yeah.
So hard.
There was a...
so hard.
You just reminded me because you mentioned the Eagles. There was a story that came out recently about the Big Lebowski.
Yes.
There was
I told you, man, I can't stand the fucking Eagles.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was
he got kicked out of the cab.
There was a story, I think it was a Universal executive thought that line was so awesome that all of the songs that they wanted to use from, I think it was Universal Music Group, they just let them use it for free.
Nice.
Because they loved that line so much. Cackled.
I'm surprised that the Eagles let them do that because the Eagles don't let people use their music.
No.
But it was like a
cover.
Yes, of Hotel California. By not the Gypsy Kings, but some band.
I think it was the Gypsy.
Maybe
I think it was.
Gypsy Kings, yeah.
Did you know that John Turturro hated that? He thought he looked so stupid in that performance of the Jesus.
The Jesus.
And it wasn't until the movie came out and people were laughing.
Yeah.
At him that he realized that was good.
Don't mess with the process.
Don't mess with it.
Yeah, when you're in a Coen Brothers movie, when the Coen Brothers say, we want you to hold this spatula the entire movie,
it's what
you
you're
hold
doing.
the spatula the entire movie because the Coen Brothers said so.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just trust the process. I got a text from my buddy Corey. I went to high school with Corey. He's one of my best friends in the whole world. And he was asking me what I thought of the new Collective Soul. And I didn't know Corey was into Collective Soul.
Okay.
But Corey is one of those guys. He's a lot like you in that if you like a band, you not only buy one CD or one album, but you buy like all of their albums.
I get obsessed with it.
And so Corey is much like that. And he's also like my buddy Don in that he has everything by this group, by this group. So he told me that he wanted to buy this, wanted to hear this Collective Soul album because it's a Cars album. And I said, what are you talking about? He says that when they made this album, they did it like as a
tribute?
not a tribute, but it was
homage.
It was influenced by new wave 80s bands like this group and the Cars.
Okay.
Now I'm listening to Touch and Go, which I don't know if you've heard it. It's really good.
I haven't heard
It's a very good album.
We'll listen to it on the car on the tour.
But I don't think it sounds like the Cars.
Okay.
And I was like, Corey, I don't know where I don't agree that it sounds like the Cars because you don't even think it sounds like, with the choppy. No, it doesn't sound like Drive. But with the choppy guitar riffs, it could be like just what I needed. And I'm like, well, why part 2 has choppy guitar riffs?
Yeah.
Anyway,
which I've never heard. Why part 1?
I haven't either. Yeah.
Bullshit.
But anyway, I got onto a Collective Soul kick, and I realized that it's like I'm a big Collective Soul fan, but it's like I can't tell you what song was on what album. And then a lot of the songs I know, like when I hear them, I'm like, oh yeah, and I can hum and sing along with it, but I don't know the title of the song.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need to be better. Because when Ed Roland comes on this show, I'm just going to embarrass myself.
Yeah. They as a band, they remind me of.
By the way, they have not confirmed that they are appearing on this show.
I know that they've been asked this before, and Ed Roland had a really good reason why, but I don't remember what the reason why is. It was recommended that he re-record the first album again because the first album is basically a demo.
It's all him.
Yeah. And it's it's good. It's a great album.
Yes,
but the production is a bit off. You could tell there wasn't a lot of money going around in the band at that time.
Was that Hints Allegations?
Hints Allegations and Things Left Unsaid.
Yeah. He was on that Rick Beato show.
Yeah,
and he like spoke through a paper towel tube.
Yeah. He's like, yeah.
And Rick was like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah,
man, I didn't have any money, nothing. So he just was doing these special effects by himself.
Yeah. I know people love it when I go off on a U2 tangent. Yeah. It's like the second album, the U2's second album, October, right before they went to record it, they lost and or was stolen, depending on what political spectrum you're on, whether you're a conspiracy theorist or not, the lyrics and everything for the album, but they had already paid for the studio time. So they had to go record. They were U2, but they weren't U2.
Right.
Like they only had one album, and they had one shot to make their second album, and they'd already paid for the studio time. And it's like, here's your time to do it. Mm-hmm. So the album is a little disjointed because Bono's trying to remember all the lyrics, and Edge is still working stuff out, and they only had like 2 days to record it or whatever it was. Them
written down?
All that got stolen.
Oh,
all their stuff got stolen.
So his lyrics that he wrote,
yes,
the notepad was stolen.
Yeah.
So he couldn't remember what he wrote?
And all their demo, everything.
Oh, man.
They walked in with nada.
What happened?
And you can tell it when you listen to it. I mean, but it's one of those albums where if I'm around a bunch of U2 fans and somebody says October's their best album, I just look at them and say, just stop.
Because we all
stop
know
with the stuff. Who farted?
It's All That You Can't Leave Behind is their best album. You act like that's their worst album. That album is great.
It is a great album.
All That You Can't Leave Behind.
It is a great album.
Solid start to finish.
I read an article about it, and it pointed out that the people who really like that album are the basic bitches of the U2 fandom.
Oh.
And I wanted to send that to you so much, but I didn't, because I do think it's a great album.
They recorded it, they wrote it and recorded it and put their heart and soul into it.
Yeah.
And I love it, so I'm a bitch.
And people,
hey, asshole.
Yeah.
You're the bitch.
I will say there were new articles written about how they gave away their music, and somebody, who was it? You're gonna have to cut all this shit out. But I'm just telling you to tell you.
Oh, with the phone, you get the free album. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, there was a new artist that said that it was offensive that they did that because they said other artists are out there struggling to sell their music, and here you come along as U2 and you just give an album away. Mm-hmm. It's like everybody else felt like they should have charged something to make it more fair. I'm like, what are you even talking about at this point?
God,
what are you?
Grow a pair and shut up.
Yeah.
Just shut your mouth.
Shit. Like Percy Sledge and the Testicles can't sell their album because U2 gave away one. What the hell?
Percy Sledge and the Testicles. See, I knew Percy after he left the Testicles.
Yes.
Must have been when he got married.
Yeah. She got him in the divorce.
That's right.
Percy had to go out on his own.
Old Sam Kiss a bit. Honey, all the other guys are taking theirs. Can I take mine? Yeah. Movie's been out for a month and we still haven't talked about Spider-Man
or Odyssey
or the Odyssey.
Neither one of them.
I know.
Yeah, love both of them. I don't remember Spider-Man. I don't remember a lot.
How do you not remember Spider-Man?
I just don't remember a lot of it. I know the Punisher. The Punisher was great. It was my favorite character in the movie. Scorpion was in there. Yeah, it was Nacho.
Yeah, that's right.
Nacho was in there.
Not Nacho Libre, not Jack Black, but Nacho.
I wasn't too
Better Call Saul.
Did I like Hulk in this one? I can't remember.
I know I did.
Yeah.
I love when Spencer's like, "Oh, I didn't know you could get that tall." That's what I love about Spider-Man, because he's like getting ready to just really get his ass kicked hard.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. No, but yeah, the new Spider-Man was very, very, very good.
Yeah.
And so is the Odyssey. We would see both. Andrew. So our family,
I'm predicting right now, unless something goes crazy wrong, the Odyssey. Well, it's definitely going to be nominated for picture, director, and actor. And now I'm telling you, Matt Damon is not going to win for Best Actor. He's not.
Okay.
And I love Matt Damon, but he will get nominated.
Yeah.
He absolutely will get nominated for Best Actor.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking Christopher Nolan may seriously walk away with his second Academy, or will it be his third Academy? It's going to be his third Academy Award. Because I was describing the Odyssey, I was telling to people something about the movie.
Yeah,
he uses practical effects.
Yeah.
So it's like Matt Damon was saying, there's a camera shot, and if you see 100 boats out in the water, there's 100 boats in the water.
Yeah,
you see thousands of actors running across the desert.
There's thousands
of people, and I'm like, and I really really admire that about Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Now I don't know how he shot that scene where the water was spiraling and the vortex thing.
Well, there are some digital effects in there, aren't there?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
I will say there are some aspects of that movie that blew my mind.
Yeah,
that wouldn't normally. I don't normally get really excited about costumes in movies.
Yeah.
But dude, when the king came out with that thing and the gold vertebrae down the, you know what I'm talking about?
That
Agamemnon. Dude was bad. I mean, badass.
Yeah.
Badass.
Yeah.
And I know he's not supposed to be like a hero and everything. Badass. As a video gamer, I want to be that character in some video game. Dude was badass.
Yeah.
But the audio, I thought it was a weird movie because we saw it as soon as it was available to see. Because Andrew was really, we're a Christopher Nolan household here.
Oh yeah.
And that's Andrew's favorite direct. Like he is for Andrew and Charlie what's Spielberg was for us when we were growing up. That's what it feels like.
Okay.
Andrew gets excited about those as I got excited for
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
E.T., Schindler's List.
Yeah.
Yes.
AI, whatever it was.
By the way, if you haven't rewatched Minority Report, it still holds up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great Spielberg movie.
But so I saw it immediately, and we were blown away, and it was awesome on the ride back. Because me, Bess, Charlie, and Andrew all saw it, and we each had something to say about it. Sometimes we go see a movie, and then we're all in silence, and we're like, "Well, the one guy's hair was cool."
Oh yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, but this one, like Bess went off on a thing, Charlie went off on a thing, I went off on the vertebrae helmet. It was, I mean, we were all excited.
Yeah.
And then I start seeing the Facebook posts about this, that, and the other. And it rang true and drove home how the algorithm is there just to drive clicks and get you to engage and go and all this stuff.
Yes.
And it annoyed the piss out of me.
Yeah.
It was a lot of, what's that called? Controversy where
rage bait.
It really didn't rage. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm glad someone finally coined a term for that. A lot of rage bait where it really didn't need to be there.
Yeah.
So I was annoyed by that, and but we loved the movie.
I think I'm smart enough to spot rage bait before. Like, okay, I love when people, and I've talked about this before. There's the picture of Pat Benatar, and they say "Happy Birthday" to Janet from Three's Company.
I love that. Yeah,
I love that, and I can't click on it fast enough to see people. That's Joyce DeWitt.
Yeah,
that ain't Janet.
Yeah,
you dumb. Learn what the hell you're doing.
Yeah,
I love when people do that.
Yes.
But so we went to see, Libby and I went on a date. We've been going on a lot of dates here lately. Cameron's working all the time.
Yeah.
I told you, Jacob, he moved out. He's ghost. He don't even remember us anymore. Yeah. So we've been going out on dates. We went to see the Odyssey. And then, we wanted to go with the family to see the Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
And Cameron had to work, and then he had to work the next weekend. And then Jacob was... Good God, Jacob's schedule, his calendar.
Yeah.
You literally got to get a reservation a month in advance. Yeah. And so Libby and I are like, well, we're like, guys, sorry, we're going to see Spider-Man.
We saw movies before y'all got here. That's how we saw Lord of the Rings.
We'll be seeing them long after you're gone. Yeah, so Libby and I, we couldn't wait. Yeah. And we went to see Spider-Man. We had to because, it's like, well, Libby's not on Facebook. She doesn't go on there ever.
Yeah.
And she's a better person than you and I combined. She doesn't
go on there. Yeah.
Just doesn't care. It's not her thing.
Yeah.
So, but I went on there because I didn't want anything spoiled for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And man, Spider-Man delivers. It is so good, and it's got me jacked. Not Avengers Endgame jacked, but I am so looking forward to Doomsday.
Yeah.
And I'm torn between, it's like, hey, here are the 15 things you need to watch before you go see Doomsday.
Yeah.
No, because I was, before Endgame came out, I had seen, there was a couple of things that I needed to see, and I had gotten caught up. So I was caught up and ready to go when Avengers Endgame comes out. there are so many things I've got to watch before
Yeah.
Doomsday that they recommend. Season 2 of Loki.
I gotta watch all the. I got burnt out on that and Star Wars around the same time. I'm coming back to Star Wars because Charlie is wanting to watch the movies, so we just watched Empire Strikes Back. My God, every time I see that movie. No, here's the deal. Every time I see that movie, I like it better than the last time I saw it. So if you would have talked to me,
I do not get tired of that movie.
If you would have talked, it was a week ago, we watched it, and I came away from it. I was like, my God, look at the set. Look at the set. They didn't know what they were doing.
No.
They didn't know that 40 years later, my bald ass would be sitting here thinking, how did they do that?
Right.
Practically. Yeah. Like the light, it just looks so damn, the Empire lighting with those tubey looking things, and it comes on, and still, I will say this every time we talk about Empire, the best scene, the best constructed scene in all of the Star Wars saga, all movies, holiday specials, I don't give a shit, is when Luke drops down in the thing and you hear the because the Force is strong with you.
Yes.
But you are not a Jedi yet. And it goes, oh, God. It's like when the kids watch.
We are nerding so hard. Oh. We're going to be hired at Micro Center.
The kids know now, like whenever we're watching Lord of the Rings, whenever Return of the King comes on, and they light the beacons, and it's showing that going, and the music is swelling. Yes. I'm not sitting down. I'm pacing in front of the TV, and they've learned. They learned 2 viewings ago. Don't say anything to Dad. Let it happen. It's best to just let him finish.
Work it out.
It's gonna happen.
No. My favorite part of Empire, and the most brilliant part of The Empire Strikes Back, is how they shook things up and they put C-3PO in the Falcon, pissing off Han Solo.
Yes. And you sent that.
Every single minute the movie went on, Han Solo got more and more agitated with him. It was brilliant.
You're partially responsible for why I liked it better this time than any time before, because that had never dawned on me before.
They split up R2-D2 and C-3PO.
Yeah.
They split up.
It's an odd couple thing.
Leia.
It just did it.
It's an absolute, and the lack of chemistry with C-3PO, Chewbacca, shut him up. I'm like, I remember as a kid, just like, oh my God. And whenever I watch Empire again, I feel just like I did at that age watching Empire, and I love it more every single time.
It's amazing.
It is absolutely the best. Oh, we're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah, we need to wrap this one up.
We're gonna wrap this up, guys. We are so happy that you listen to each and every episode. Your loyalty to Irritable Dad Syndrome is commendable.
Yes,
and you should be patted on the back. And when Mike and I meet you personally, that's what we're gonna do.
We're gonna pat you right on the back.
Pat you right on the damn back and say thank you.
Yeah.
Until then, we want to thank you verbally on the audio. Yeah. Shit. We're going to use words. Shit.
This is... ever had those moments when the show should have ended 30 seconds ago and it just didn't?
30 minutes ago.
30 minutes.
Yeah. We hope to see you next week on Irritable Dad Syndrome.
Verbally. With audio.
Woo! Nailed it, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
So
private domicile.
We didn't talk about this in here, but I've finished reading A New Hope.
Okay.
And there are some cool things about reading the book, because he wrote the book.
Who did?
George Lucas.
Okay.
And it actually has him as the author, which I think is good. Different people wrote each book, but he wrote A New Hope.
He wrote A New Hope.
And the dialogue is mostly the same, because they mentioned in one of the behind the scenes, Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher famously told George Lucas, look, people don't talk. They don't say these like this. So there's some of the iconic lines that are like 3 or 4 sentences long.
Look, George, people talk verbally.
Yeah.
with audio and verbs and words and nouns.
But there were some interesting things. There's some scenes with Luke and his friends hanging out. Like he's just chilling with his friends. And they're talking about going to the academy and doing this stuff. And Luke's talking about how his uncle won't let him. And there's more of that fleshed out so that, and they didn't put it in the movie. And I think the movie, like I can see why they didn't put it in.
Right.
But it also hurts the movie a little bit because Luke comes off as a lot whinier.
Oh, he's a whiny
than he is.
Bitch
He's not that whiny in the book, but it's the same dialogue because they didn't put those sines in there where Luke's like,
Toshi, and get some power.
Literally, he was doing that because he was just saying that because he wanted to go hang out with his friends.
What do you want to get the
Tashi for some Tashi station for some power converters?
For some power converters.
But there's that
which
scene,
if you're going, they've got him the cheapest at Tashi.
The scene in the Mos Eisley cantina
I don't like you.
He doesn't like you either. There were 3 aliens that were doing that, and they they surrounded Luke in the middle of the bar, and all the aliens spread out like it was going to be like a cage match.
Oh,
and Obi-Wan fucked them up. Lightsabered the dog shit out of them, cut one of them in half with his head straight down.
He severed them in twain.
Severed them betwixt. Yeah, killed the shit out of all 3 of them. And then the other aliens were like taking the bodies and throwing them outside, and then the bar just kind of like, well, all right.
So was it what, Walrus Man, Bosk, who?
Yeah. Well, there was one. I guess they didn't do it because they didn't know how to do it, but he was like just covered in eyeballs, and that's the guy that got cut straight down the middle.
Okay.
There's that. Biggs and Wedge. There's a lot of interplay between them and Luke. The Death Star attack.
Yeah.
In the movie, Luke uses the Force on the first run.
Okay.
In the book, he tries it with the targeting computer first and fucks it up.
Okay.
And comes back out and back around. And he's like, in his mind, he's thinking, you know what? I'm going to do this Force thing. I'm going to see how this thing goes. I mean, he doesn't say it like that, but you know what I mean.
Right.
And he does it that way. And he doesn't pass out, but he like, what's that? The guy in Primal Fear. I lost time.
Richard Gere?
No, the other guy, Edward Norton.
I
lost time. So I don't know what happened. Every time you remember in Primal Fear,
sounds like Matthew McConaughey.
Well, that's what he gets that Southern accent. Do you remember Primal Fear? Edward Norton. He was a killer. He was the killer the whole time.
Yeah.
And he had his voice is always, he's got a stutter. It's like I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know what I was doing. But then his normal voice was like, I totally killed him. You know,
right.
Like, okay.
Right.
Anyway, I don't know where I'm going. The point is that
I'm just glad we're here.
In the book, Luke makes another run and he's thinking about using the Force. He blinks. And then he's pulling away from the Death Star, and he shot him in there. He didn't realize that he'd done it.
Okay.
It was the Force had guided the thing down,
right,
betwixt and in twain. and Chewbacca got a medal in the book. In the movie, Leia doesn't give him a medal.
Right.
In the book,
he does. Yeah.
But
why did she do it in the movie?
I don't know. Maybe she couldn't reach. I mean. Was it Peter May? He was like 15 feet tall.
That's how you bend down.
But my favorite thing that I saw
in the book, did the stormtrooper walk through and hit his head?
No. But you know the scene where Han is chasing the stormtroopers, screaming.
Yes.
And he runs into a whole group of them.
And then he runs back.
Yeah. That's hilarious. A long, like them going through the Death Star is a very long process in the book. Like they go deep into the Death Star. And they have enough time to think. Like Luke is like
deep,
way down. We just watched Office Space again. Luke, as they're going through, Luke is like, we're not going to make it out of here. Like they like in the movie, it's like they get off the Millennium Falcon, they walk into a room, they do the shit with the computer, they walk into another room, there's the princess, they get an elevator, it's like all right there.
Short for a stormtrooper?
Yeah, it's like the size of a Citgo gas station.
Was that in the book?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, did he write this in 1975?
He wrote it as he was writing the movie. He wrote them both at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why there's some things that are a little bit different.
Because
Luke totally wanted to bang Leia. by the way.
Well, yeah, that was obvious.
I mean, it's obvious, but it's like, people are like kind of retconning, it's his sister. In the book, I can't wait till I get through the books in Empire and Return of the Jedi, see how they talk about that one.
Well, there are deleted scenes from Empire where he and Leia are just
doing the old
tongue down each other's throat, and she's like using the Force to get him off of her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doing the Wookiee shuffle.
Yeah.
But anyway, in the book, they're going way, way down, deep in the Death Star, to the point where he doesn't even know how. They don't even know how to get back out. They have to use R2 to get back out.
Right.
But that scene,
I would get so lost in the Death Star.
That scene with Han. He's running like there's like 20 stormtroopers from the beginning, and he just loses it and runs at him with his gun.
Yeah.
And the stormtroopers, it's almost like the Jedi mind trick that Obi-Wan uses.
Yeah.
They freak out. They're thinking, well, this dude wouldn't be running at us unless he had something. So they run away from him. And he chases them down a few hallways. He's thinking, holy shit, this is working.
Yeah.
The stormtroopers are like, what the hell? He's going to kill us. And then they all just kind of stop and they turn around and he's like, then runs back.
It's like that scene in Aladdin. He's got a knife. We've all got a knife or a sword or something. Yeah. Boy, that was my contribution to this story.
You. But it's a good read. And I'm reading The Empire Strikes Back, and it's talking about why they're out there in the Tauntauns to begin with. They're looking for life. They were chased. They were trying to find a new base. They found Hoth. They were in such a hurry. They set up their base, but they never bothered to check to see if there was shit out there that would kill them.
I thought they were out there seeing if anybody was they were scouting to see if anybody was onto them.
No.
Okay.
No. They're looking for indigenous life that may or may not attack them.
Indigenous. Like that swamp, not the swamp thing, the cave monster.
Yeah, the
Oompa Loompa.
Icy beast.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
The abominable snow nut. All right, we gotta turn this off because I got a big day tomorrow.
That's right.